I'd like to kind of shift gears here, because in your paper you don't just talk about what is, you're talking about potential future, how to shape the future solutions. What do companies, and you do advise companies, and what would you advise companies to do in 2025 to build up this resilience? What are some of the frameworks or concepts or strategic initiatives that they could take to be better balanced and better prepared for the future?
First of all, this article is the first one in a series of 3.
Okay.
So
does this mean I have to invite you back another time?
Oh yeah, next month, and then again. No, the idea is, of course, to focus in the next and the third paper more on the solutions, but I don't want to leave people alone with just, hey, look how bad this world is, and it's all without hope, and so that's not how I want to leave my
that's kind of what we try to do in the podcast. Is we want to be critical, but we want to be constructively critical, and always give people. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. Even I think some of the most drastic financial gurus ever said. I think it was Robespierre that said, when the streets run red with blood. There's opportunity, It's a terrible statement, but it is true. They
killed him.
Yeah.
They executed him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
but still, I think there's some truth. This is my personal opinion as a formally educated marketing person. There is no detrimental situation where there isn't some kind of light at the end of the tunnel or an upside to it. You just have to be willing to embrace it or do certain measures.
We have to live with it.
Yeah.
First of all, we have to live with it, and we have to survive it.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm talking about. It's not so much about opportunity. Yeah. There are opportunities, and there are people who know how to take these opportunities. I don't see myself in such a position, and I don't write for these people.
Yeah.
I write for the people who are possibly suffering from what is coming.
Which is more.
It's called the cost of chaos and not the opportunities of chaos. I think most people will rather suffer than have a benefit from that. But there will always be some Kriegsgewinner in German. What's the English word for that?
War beneficiaries, I guess. Or profiteers. Yeah.
Profiteers. Yeah. Yes, war profiteers. Exactly. We're in Austria. The biggest piece of literature on that has been written in Vienna. Yeah. Karl Kraus, Die letzten Tage der Menschheit.
The last days of humanity.
Mankind. Oh, humanity.
Yeah.
This was this big book on profiteers of or drama actually. No, what I recommend companies in project business, first of all, is to make sure they have the reserves to survive difficult situations, to survive situations when the income flow gets disrupted, to have reserves in place. It's monetary reserve, but it's also in people, to make sure you have the right people if something goes wrong, that you have people to fix that.
Yeah. Not only that, I think this is something that there's an example of lots of good companies. I can think of Siemens as one company who did this many decades ago. When you're going through your different ups and downs of your different volumes of business, that you don't, at the first opportunity, throw out fire people that you're never going to get back.
You may need them very, very soon. Yeah. And when you fire them, what you also fire is knowledge, it's skills that no one in the organization may have, at least to the same degree than these people, especially older people. It's often the older people that are the first ones, and these may be the people who know better than anyone else how to deal with that. Because they
might be part of your solution.
They might be part of the solution. So the first thing is to make sure that you have a reserve, or have reserves in place, and it's money, it is people, it is maybe sometimes equipment, it may be space and many other things. The reserves, that you ask yourself, which reserves do we need to have in place to survive that? Then the next thing is, and it comes back to people, make sure your people are educated for project business.